Today we talked about adding and subtracting mixed numbers. We're going to start off with the adding portion first. When adding mixed numbers, now if they come out to a fraction that is less than 1 whole, then just leave it the same. But in this case, as you can see, we have 2/3 plus 2/3, which equals 4/3. We know 4/3 is greater than 1 whole, so therefore we want to regroup this. We want to change this into a mixed number. So we're going to come off to the side. We know that 3 goes into 4 one time, with the remainder of 1. So therefore we have 1/3 left. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that 1/3 fraction. We're going to cross out our 4/3. We're going to write 1/3 below it. And instead of bringing the whole one right here, we're going to actually add it to the top of our other whole numbers. Or as one of my students called, the old whole numbers. Now we have 1 plus 3 plus 2, which equals 6. So our answer is 6 1/3. Now some of the students might want to add this up, so they have 5 4/3 first and then regroup it, turn it into a mixed number. That's fine too. The second one we talked about, or the second operation we talked about, was subtracting those mixed numbers. Now there's 2 main methods that is used with this. The first is regrouping. So as you can see here, if you're looking at your fraction parts, if my top fraction is bigger than my bottom fraction, just subtract. But in this case, my top fraction is smaller than my bottom fraction. So I want to borrow. So I want to cross out the 4, make that a 3. And since we're crossing out the 4, making it a 3, we're bringing over 1 whole to our new fraction. So 1 whole, in this case, we look at our denominator is 5. So we're going to put 5/5. If that denominator was 7, it would be 7/7. Or if it was 18, it would be 18/18. But in this case, our denominator is 5, so the whole is going to be 5/5. So we know 1/5 plus 5/5 equals 6/5. We want to leave it improper. Now we know that our denominator, our fraction is bigger than our bottom fraction, so now we can subtract. 6/5 minus 4/5 equals 2/5. And since we crossed out that 4 and made it 3, so now it's 3 minus 2, which equals 1. Now the other method used is the improper fraction. So what we're doing here is we're going to take 4 1/5 and 2 4/5 and turn them into improper fractions. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Once again, this was covered in previous lessons. If you're not familiar with that, go back to those other lessons first. Alright, same thing here. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. From there, we're just going to subtract. 21 minus 14, 7. So now we have 7/5, but as you notice, this is a top heavy or improper fraction. We want to change it back to mixed number form now. So all to the side, we have our division. We know 5 goes into 7 one time, with the remainder of 2. There we go. I was about to write a 3 instead of a 5. So our answer here is 1 2/5, and we just come back over and write it down. There you go.